What up, guys? Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Playing another episode. We're gonna speak with Sebastian to see what we gotta do, and let's go.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
He's angry all the time now, man. What's in here?
There he is.
Oh, crap.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was
Lumos.
a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
I must prove my point. We do not need to use the dark arts as my family instructs. When I reach the scriptorium, I will find evidence that there's more to Salazar Slytherin than we realize. I returned to my brother. He now knows how I access the corridor's entrance, and there's no straight path to reach the scriptorium. It's a maze with many challenges to solve. I hope that my brother will follow my lead and we can study our ancestors' legacy together. Blah,
The
blah,
journal
blah.
entry. Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Reparo.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I wish all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us,
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult.
Revelio!
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look
Lumos.
closely at each gate for clues.
Confringo.
The brazier. When the door closed, it lit up.
This journal entry, the dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Ow.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy. This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised.
Revelio.
We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
And it doesn't even give you a hint how to open it, bro.
All the gates have symbols. And there are symbols on the dial.
Lumos.
What gates he's talking about? These.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Let's look at the gate and the symbols again.
Alright, snake at the bottom. I guess the sun at the top.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself. But you got to it first.
Revelio.
Nice work.
Lumos.
I failed the dial and it struck my face as if it were a real serpent, but I must find a way forward for my family's sake. We should not require children to convert to old traditions. Conform, oh my god. The scriptorium must have proof that there's more to our legacy than meets the eye.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Confringo!
I don't see a gate though.
Lumos.
Maybe it's the same one, like the sun and then the snake.
Perhaps not all dials are the same. There may be a different set of symbols for each.
Damn. I must be saying hi to Noctia right now, cause damn, I did. I don't know which one is for that one though.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Lumos.
Alright, so it's like a cat and then like a box. A upside down E.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Still did
That
it
sounded
without the
promising.
light.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Lumos.
Extraordinary. This journey is painful but rewarding. I shall soon find the scriptorium and discover untold secrets regarding our house found. The Salazar Slytherin tell more than what we've become. I know it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Confringo. Lumos.
Oh, so it would be for that one then. Alright, God of War and then like a triangle.
Not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Y'all aren't helping.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
I've lost hope. I'm locked in. I heard it scream. I saw the tortured faces. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar Slytherin created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I've invited him here. Now, if he looks for me alone, I have led him to his death. Despite our differences, I wish him no ill. I wish we had parted on better terms.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck. Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominous, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, it is. I thought you knew me better.
But this is different. Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Готов?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Think so?
Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
I fear we shall never come to an accord. I cannot persuade even one of them to listen to reason. I did hope that Godric's thoughts would align with my own. Oh my days, I just got so bored reading this.
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Revelio!
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Little bro scared.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood.
Huh.
Truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
That was interesting. Go check out using Crucio like on some enemies.
What are you up to now?
Let's go! Nothing. Well inverted. Come here, crop mate. Reclaim what is rightfully ours.
That's the best you can do, is it?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh yeah, by the way, I got the broomstick level situation dealt with, so you can just understand me how that's gonna be fun once he upgrades it fully.
Bombarda.
Could the Phoenix be in there?
Confringo.
Incendio. Accio.
Leviosa.
There's a victory that came none too soon.
Confringo.
Phoenix here.
I feel so lost, kinda.
Do you?
What? No. You've seen how much a single feather fetches? Just imagine the whole blooming bird.
Oh, should have stayed at the castle.
Confringo.
How unfortunate for you. How do you think you're that hypocrite?
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Incendio.
Confringo.
Revelio. Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
Okay, we got some enemies coming through. Crucio is sick.
We're keeping people out. Pay attention.
You're after the pumpkin snake.
Incendio.
Let's play.
Slippery little freak, aren't you?
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Incendio.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Look alive!
Incendio.
Let me out, son.
Leviosa. Confringo.
You won't escape again,
respect you.
Incendio.
Never best us all.
Bombarder.
That's the student who stole our hippogriff.
Crap. Didn't even know I could do that.
Revelio. The Phoenix. It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers.
Perfect. I hope you everyone fares in order.
Accio.
Halfway down, boy.
There it is again. Leviosa. Confringo. Crucio. Arresto Relenting. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Relenting. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Cabalso. Lumos. Crucio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Cursed fiends. Revelio. Accio. Protego. Confringo. Accio. What are you doing? Incendio.
Stupid. Underestimate.
Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Levioso.
Is it like being on fire? Isn't it?
Damn. I finally got good with blocking, like using what's it called? Crucio? Not Crucio, the fuel thing. Whatever it's called.
Ha!
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Cabalso.
Nothing more than
Defendo. you out of your misery.
You'll pay for that!
Real quick, go down easy. Confringo.
Come on. God.
Thought you had me there. Bombada. Be an attack. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto momentum. Let him display.
Reduction!
Leviosa. Protego.
You don't go!
Leviosa.
Fringo! Levioso!
Incendio. Accio.
Reduction!
Confringo.
Levioso!
Accio. That was for Highwing. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo.
Guys, I've been really trying to skip the boring stuff and just do like the really fun things, like getting the Phoenix or main missions, or like even side missions that tie in strong with the main. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get like easier, what do you call them, like teleportation pass spots, so that just getting to the mission is easy.
And take you somewhere safe. It seems happy to come with me. I wonder if it could travel in the knapsack. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased.
I'll be honest, I did not see that bear there. Not at all.
This looks intriguing.
Oh shit.
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Defender! Expelliarmus! Glacier! Arresto momentum. Wingardium Leviosa Bombarda. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
That sucks.
Glacius.
Crap.
Depulso. I should investigate. Revelio.
Is it chess?
Wingardium Leviosa.
I guess this is the queen.
Arresto Momentum. Revelio.
Apparently you had to transform the knight, well, the chair into a knight using the transform spell. That was cool. So I think I'm deciding not to use, was it Expelliarmus? Where is it? Yeah, I might not use this. Then put curse here, and then put I was gonna put something here. What was I gonna put here? I had something here else here before. Oh yeah, I had it as Reparo. I might put this back here. Yeah, Expelliarmus is alright, but it's sort of a waste of time. And then I think I might take out Reparo and two of these. I might take out two of these and just add the other curses. Yeah, everything going swell, bro. Yeah. Gotta holler at our boy Deke. Imagine naming your son Deke, though.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens. What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
We could rock it like this for a bit, innit? Oops, wrong thing.
You'll never believe what I...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Should we tell him or should we tell him not? I think we could give him a break, you know, like, I mean, he found out what happened to his aunt. Alright.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
Хорошо, что ты со мной
When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
The funny thing is about both of them is that they're both correct. And they should find a way to compensate for each other's one. Haha, this is how I look. Okay.
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Ты готов покончить с Харлоу?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio.
Would you believe just trying to get a new broom upgrade is like 7,000? Some mad prices, bro.
Revelio. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
I didn't even know they had an upstairs to this place. That's crazy.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Our pet needs
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
You can stop a thief in their
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere.
The hell? Bro must be freezing his balls off, man.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find... The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work.
Using that girl as bait? No one's coming for her. We already had to kill her.
Harlow says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive. Just keep an eye out.
Hey.
I've used unforgivable curses on occasion. Fortunately, I'm not looking to be...
If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they better get a really good look.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Wear your guts for garters? What a silly threat.
I know I'm not hearing things.
Incendio! You will not survive this fight!
Revelio.
Not so tough now, are ya?
Levioso!
Hang on! Reducto! Reducto! I think that one hurt.
Bombarda. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Bombarda.
I hear you! Whoever you are! The girl's friends won't come looking for her! Too dangerous! Wasting our time! Protego!
Incendio.
Confringo! What are your thoughts on Expulso?
Crucio.
What have you done?
Arresto Domestic. Accio.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers. What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a Porlock. What?
Accio.
Oh, the pain!
Arresto Momentum. Incendio.
Confringo! What have you done? Oh, this is... Ah!
Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Expulso!
Defendo. Bombarda. Glacius. Depulso.
Quite conductive, aren't we? I quit now, while you're still alive.
Crucio.
Crucio! Make it stop!
Accio. Leviosa.
What have you...
Nobody'll believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
Ты нашел нас? Я знала, что ты поймешь, что я специально оставила свою палочку тебе. Поговори с мистером.
I need your help.
Wow, we can't even go to our friend first? Wow.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
What's in the room?
Revelio.
Oh, Revelio not working.
Confringo. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you'd best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Your thing, man.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. Oh, she's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about caring for beasts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can
Game
always
bugging, boy.
tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd. Remember, you'll know her by her brilliant coat. Oh, and be warned, she's a stubborn girl. She may need some convincing to come with you.
I need to look for a unicorn with a beautifully bright coat. It sounds as if she's in trouble.
Like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about her egg.
I thought maybe we could get the dragon.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it's...
Accio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
There she is again. From a distance.
Bro, I only now discovering I could do this.
Good thing it's fixable.
Oh yeah.
Reparo.
Fantastic. How good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
New favorite thing.
Well, there's no turning back now.
вперед, как будешь готов, а я за тобой.
I'll draw my attention. Follow when it's safe.
She'll make sure we know it. Good thinking. She'd still be able to smell it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She's making it easy. It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Know something? They could have just held the egg like this and done like that, so she could see it.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair her.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Scared shitless, bro. Yeah.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg.
Спасибо за помощь. Я бы не осуждала тебя, даже если бы ты решил вернуться в Хогвартс и не ввязываться ни во что, касающееся драконов.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
Это верно. Но почему они на нас не охотятся? Они ведь не из тех, кто подобные вещи спускает с рук. Разве что...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
You fussing about?
How could I have been so blind?
Revelio.
I remember you.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Never knew butterflies were attracted to treasure.
Are we gonna wait so we can get that demiguise from that house, which was over here.
Did you find my pointy pony?
I need to look for a unicorn with a beautifully bright coat. It sounds as if she's in trouble.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face.
That's not. Don't tell me I'm lost, 'cause I swear we have found it out here. Try a different door.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
It's not the place.
Aloha Mora.
Found it.
Revelio.
Sometimes.
Accio.
Lumos.
Alright, for this unicorn, man. We almost got enough for the upgrade for the broom. That's cool. We got like 6,000 out of 7,000. That's lit. That is so good.
Hazel must be here somewhere. Arrest them. Come on, Hazel. Now. I'm only trying to help.
And the unicorn did hard, yo.
Arrest them. Do cooperate, won't you? Arrest their momentum.
Got someone trying to tap me. He's crap. Oh, not you.
Arrest their momentum. Confringo. Arrest them.
Come on, come on, come on. Bro, I have one more.
You don't.
Damn it.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Gotcha.
I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
And I'm out to here. Do you think centaurs like breed with horses? Was on my mind when I saw that horse pull up. I was like, wait, they got the parts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ugh. Oh, crud. Yeah. So close.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Madame Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine. And I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you? Take good care of Hazel now.
Got to do this, boy.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
We did kinda did. Did we? Nah, we didn't.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Nah, because he definitely spotted us speaking with Sebastian, but I don't think he that specific part of it, and then in this
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Doom Mark had a comb. Is it same thing?
Glacius, Bombarda, Levioso, Accio, Confringo. Confringo. Sendo. Accio. Incendio.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it.
Accio.
The rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum.
Accio. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Ugh. This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Confringo. Confringo. Bombarda.
We've read the world. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Accio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
There's something here by the altar.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Reparo.
That didn't work.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of the archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Repulso. Accio.
Trying to wade through how, like, nothing's working.
Repulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Bombarda.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Accio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Repulso.
Oh, the bones would have been useful right now.
Accio. Reparo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Look, I'm playing a horror game, bro. Jeez. About the fright.
Accio.
Well, what really was the point?
Revelio.
Uh-huh.
Accio. Revelio.
I'm stumped as hell, bro.
Levioso. Accio.
If this archway's been
Reparo.
barricaded, we can find a way through.
Lumos.
I don't think I missed anything in here. All I did was go in a circle.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it.
Really?
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Okay.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Is there any attack or ability I wanna switch out? Honestly, no, because I think everything here that I have is useful. Except maybe this levitation one. Leviosa levitates obviously is good for solving puzzles. Surprise enemy. This is a hard one though. Well, to be fair, Wait, let's see. Temporarily force enemies to fight as if they were under your command. Well, companion. While under your control, they take reduced damage from your command. Also, curses. This I like in I don't think I would switch it out for anything.
Arrest their momentum. Confront them. Confringo! Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio!
That worked. Keep going. Confringo! There we go. Confringo! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo!
Accio!
Guardian Leviosa!
Accio!
Guardian Leviosa!
And this spider's big.
There we go. Bombarda. Crucial. Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Glacius. Caporte. Protego. Bombarda.
Accio!
Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Levioso.
Accio!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo.
Accio!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
We need one more.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also
Revelio.
dealing with rune symbols.
Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Pretty simple.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's students are so entranced with this place.
Accio. Incendio. Imperium. Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Bombarda.
Oh, that's scary.
Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio. Crucio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Glacius. Depulso. Glacius. Imperium. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Oh, that's a leg.
Accio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit only wizard kind, but the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. It's crazy.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Все. Я слышал, как ты посоветовал забрать реликвию.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Imperial?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds absurd. But I have another idea. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Confringo!
Bro, I swear that webbing was trapping us.
Revelio.
Yeah, I'm definitely lost now.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Bro ain't catching up, man. Whatever. Oh, this is definitely the wrong way. I definitely went the wrong way. Shit. I was supposed to go straight, I think. Oh, and yeah, I was supposed to go this way.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Agreed, bro.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke. Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Oh, that was meant for me. Your spells glance on. You can't stop us.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Keep out the way. Keep out of short reach. Got it.
We'll make them retreat.
I won't bet. Sebastian, provoking them.
I'm handling
Keep out of short reach.
Accio.
Sending it.
Got it.
They're closing in!
You're making this too easy. You're weak, human. Human had a lucky shot.
Accio.
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Reparo.
When this is done, we should have enough for
Aloha Mora.
the upgrade.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Damn it, guys, boy.
Fine now, Demi, guys.
Какая приятная встреча, мой юный друг.
Ты поговорил с моим дядей?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it, or be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ah, I have been meaning to speak.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
Наверное, ты не знаешь, но с того дня, как ты меня спас, о тебе говорят по всей школе.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to
This
tend
started
to a
with
neighbor
this,
who
it was a
ill,
beautiful day.
And so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe. And he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Спасибо еще раз за то, что спас меня. Твой поступок выше всяких похвал.
Revelio.
Why does it look like we're out of missions? That's so strange.
made marvelous improvements here.
Revelio.
Oh, it doesn't seem appropriate for it to be here. Oh, we're gonna switch things around. If you breed a unicorn and a thing happens.
Proud of all the
Wow, Scottish style. Oh, I think we can get that room now. Yeah.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Not much of the dog.
You're back. Nice to see you again. I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
Sweet. That's fully upgraded. Look. We gotta try it out though. Literally doesn't feel any faster. Not really. Just got a longer
telling what lies in wait for me
duration.
now.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
All right, lads and ladies, we're gonna end the episode right here. It's been fun. We did a long one for this time. We did a lot of things. We got through a lot of things. The broom thing, I was expecting more, but you know what I mean. We can't always get what we want. Anyhow, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel. And peace.